Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to Eyes to See Tarot and your general freestyle for the upcoming weeks ahead. This is a general reading, so it's not necessarily centered on love and relationships, but if it comes up in the spread, I'll be sure to let you know. We're going to be starting off with your current energies. Messages that Capricorn should be aware of in the upcoming weeks ahead. Please, can I have some messages surrounding Capricorn's current energies? Oh. So the Eight of Swords. Okay. Interesting. Here it seems like there's something that has begun to seep in to your thought process. How you perceive the world around you kind of actually sucking you up into this new dimension, this new perspective, this new mindset, right? It could be a little bit frantic feeling, to be honest with you. Panicked. Panic at the Disco. Yes. Okay. So, but with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, it's also, it's coming across to me as though it's really obvious that your ducks aren't in a row. Like you weren't prepared for this. This is not where I've set all of my boundaries. This is not where I put my brick wall. This is not where I faced my guards. So the fact that something's coming in here, I'm in disarray. Now that's the worst case scenario. It can be just a little bit more faint than that, but it just seems like there's something that is kind of becoming aware to you. You're becoming aware of that you realize that you weren't prepared for, and you kind of feel unprepared. Oh, it's the Six of Cups. There's a longing to go back to a simpler time. Or had you known this in the past? You know, and we always say that. Had I just known. The thing is that even if we do know, they're not real big on giving 100% of the information. And even if they do give 100% of the information, you can only perceive it from your level, right? So, fun. Anyway. Don't beat yourself up over it. Yes, if you had known something, if I had known this before. See the Justice card in reverse, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Swords in reverse. I need some clarifiers because I don't know what that Justice card is doing, Hermit. Okay. So, oh, shit. Okay. So one story I see is that had you have only known that, you wouldn't have been so nice to these people. No, not you, not Capricorn. You treated them as a friend. You treated them, I mean, you were really pulling your punches too. I mean, there's a lot of things that you could have said. There's a lot of things you could have done. There's, I could have done some stuff over here and just left you alone. There's so many ways I could have handled this situation. But I'm really feeling like withdrawing. I'm really feeling like pulling back. I'm really feeling like, withdrawing from the situation. Going into hermit mode. Hanging out with my little Virgo friend, becoming just a wallflower. Like I'm still there, but I speak a whole lot less, you know. Thing is that when the Eight of Swords comes up, I go towards paranoia. Because it's a budding awareness. I had been living like this, probably a little bit delusional, probably in my own little comfort zone, probably in my own little world, but I had been living like this and it was kind of going all right. And then something dawns on me. I was a fool this whole time. Sometimes it it feels or smells like paranoia. Now, I'm not saying you're being paranoid. Seven of Swords. I know I shuffled these decks. Can I have some clarifiers on the Justice? What was it? What? No, not that. And I'm not doing it. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Justice in the upright. Okay, so I guess that's what we're doing. Okay, Ten of Swords in the reverse. Justice in the upright. Okay, so there's a sense here that we shouldn't necessarily hold accountable the puppets, the people around us, for the roles that they played in our advancement, be it healing, be it pain. Some people only learn through pain. Some people only learn like this. Something was brought to our attention and this person did it. So the Ten of Swords in reverse, healing past this allows you to see the situation just a little bit more clearly. Now, it feels like in this situation, particularly, you could be taking things a little too personally. Like, and I'm not even saying that I'm misjudging how your emotions feel. I'm just saying that how we deal with and acknowledge the feelings and emotions and the situation has more of an effect on the situation than how we actually outwardly react to the situation. It's the information intake, it's the download, it's the lesson, it's the situation that I was put in, and I got an awareness and I learned something, and then I change it inside, right? And then the situation around me changes. Right? Now, the thing is that we as people have a huge tendency to change things around us. Like we want to manipulate this person. We want to tell this person this thing. We want to withdraw. We want to change things in our physical realm. And nothing actually changes because you're going to go hit the same thing again next time. So, I do see the Chariot, and this is effortless movement. This guy has no hands on the reins. The Chariot is just moving. All eyes are on him. He's like a prince in a parade, right? But the universe, the sphinxes are carrying him effortlessly through the situation. So it's almost a lot like a cutscene in a video game. Yes, it's going to change how I react and how I treat and how I do and how I this and how I that. It's going to change something. It's supposed to. It's not necessarily supposed to change the situation. I mean, the people, it's not supposed to change that. It's supposed to change this, right? So don't pull out the knives just yet. Don't regret. Don't cross them off your Christmas list. Don't do stuff like that. Just take it for what it is. Sometimes the most painful situations are the biggest blessings because they lead us to the change that makes us better versions of ourselves. And we can't just go around nixing and cutting off everybody that causes damage, because Spirit uses the people that are close to us, the people that you love, to make the most intimate changes sometimes, right? Say I'm lying if you want to, but I know I'm not. So, Capricorn. Okay, bottom of the deck, there is a tendency, right, with the clarifiers to go about things just a little bit differently, right? But there is a courageousness, there is a curiosity, there is a stability that is kind of coming about. Like, this is like when in Rome, right? Well, I didn't know we were doing the two-step. I learned the square dance last night. I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared. I didn't know that that's what we were doing. I studied my science, but there's a math test today. So that's kind of what this is. Now that you know what it is, you can make the assessment, and I'm making it sound way, way more simple than it actually is. It does take work. But yes, forgiveness and empathy towards these people. I'm going to look at the people. Okay, so with the King of Cups, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and this, they're a little bit defensive. They're a little bit guarded. They are emotionally upheaved. This seems like a situation that their hand was forced. They did something, they know it was disrespectful. They feel like it was disrespectful. It's kind of like when you shopping in a store and you're talking with your friend and you back into the mannequin and knock the mannequin over and you're like, ooh. That's, you're waiting for the manager to run out. You're defensive. You're like, you're on guard, right? But you're trying to play it off because you're still in front of your friends, you know? But, I mean, you are like really in your feelings right now. Sorry for oversimplifying the things, but, you know, they do feel some type of way about what happened. And they're waiting for repercussions. They're waiting for you to lash out. They're waiting for you to run and hide. I don't know if they know for a fact that you have a feeling to do that. But here it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like it happened intentionally. I don't know your specific situation. If you know for a fact that they did it intentionally, check out another reader, because I don't know how to make villains out of people. Sheeple. I don't know how to do that. Can I have a few more cards on the person that Capricorn is dealing with? Look, they got the Five of Swords in the reverse too. They don't want to, like, they don't want anything else to come of this. They really don't. You know, what's done is done. They seem like they know that, you know, it opened your eyes a little bit. It really did. You kind of don't know how to play your hand and play your cards, but there will be like this new thing, right, that comes about with the Page of Pentacles, this new learning, and under that, it's the Three of Swords in reverse, a little bit of a healing, right? It's kind of with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse too. Bottom behind that, it's almost like there's an understanding that there is a need for this person, right? There's a need for I depend on this person for so much more than their transgression, right? It is worth it to kind of pull my punches in this situation and go ahead and understand that, you know, sometimes Spirit does use the people closest to us to put us in check when we're off path or on a rampage or head stuck up our own asses. They do. And, you know, just kind of checks and balances. The Queen of Swords right here. Truth be told, honestly. I want to see what's coming. Because I know that, like, some of you might need to know this information, so I'm going to go ahead and spit that out too. How does this person actually feel? How do they actually feel about you? What do they actually think about you? What are their feelings towards you? Okay. So with the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Knight of Swords. It almost leads me to believe that they think that you are very, very quick, sharp-tongued, right? And the thing is that this Justice in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse makes me think that there's a lot of the quickness, right? If my answer is fast and it's sharp, then it's right. But that's not necessarily always the case. Sometimes you're so quick to respond or to go off on your tangents that there's a lot of times that you're not very honest with yourself. Right? You miss the truth. You miss the forest for the trees, right? I don't think they think of you as a very analytical person, but more of very, very short. But they do see a future. They do see stability. They do see that you are somebody that they can depend on. Right? It's just that you're a little sharp. And even the brightest situations, you could probably... Even the brightest situations, you could find something to complain about. But they see a future with you, right? Two of Swords. But they are on the fence right now at this time because, honestly... they might be backed into a corner a little bit by your strength or your fear. It's a possibility that they even fear you a little bit. Fear your thought processes, your ideas, your what's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for a specific word. Okay, can I see a little bit more about just a general outcome, this relationship? I see the general outcome. Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. It's a possibility that y'all just might need to take a break. And I'm not talking about from each other. I'm talking about go walk in the park, go on a cruise, spend a little bit of quality time together, because the burdens themselves, you know, I might be getting this way because, you know, the grass is overgrown, you know, and it could be stressing me out subconsciously. and I don't know it. Just break out from the norm a little bit, because things are getting a little burdensome with the Ten of Wands here. Now, you know, frog in a boiling water, I've been carrying it so long, it seems easy. It seems like normal. But in all actuality, there's a place of comfort. There's a place of comfort zone that we get kind of sucked into and stuck in, that could be allowing for these pins and needles, broken glass, you know, kind of feel in our relationships, when instead of a hurt feelings and war zones, like, take a little bit of time to become just a little bit closer, right? Assess the situation just a little bit more closely about, you know, even if it is just like bills, right? Well, I don't need the Netflix account, huh? But I would like an extra bottle of wine, right? I don't need this new hat, but we do need a couples massage, right? We could probably benefit from that. Just kind of work to kind of de-stress a little bit. Things have been a little bit stressful, or, you know, perceived mounting stress for quite some time. So even if they did something that you feel made you more aware of what kind of person they are, and you kind of regret getting that close or being that close with them, and you're feeling like retreating and you're feeling like pulling back, just like I said, understand that that was not their intention. And whatever you feel like doing or being after, let's just say it was a direct message from Spirit and had nothing to do with this person at all, perceive that. Now, gratefully accept the message, gratefully respect the person for delivering, for having the strength and bravery and being close enough to deliver that message for Spirit to you. And then y'all go out and go on a dinner date, go to a movie, go to the boardwalk, go hang out, you know, dinner and a movie. But assessing the situation as it is and as it were, as opposed to what you feel or what you perceive. I see that there's really not a lot to do. Block communication, unrequited love. I think you're going to know for sure, right? I think you're going to know for sure if this message is for you. Now, I'm not saying that this message is for everybody. It's really not. But, there's a possibility that for some of you, the initial feeling, right, of that hermit mode of going and going inside and kind of withdrawing a little bit, the block communication, unrequited love, right? And moving on to a different path. Now, like I said, but then we still have the defenses. We still have the defense mechanisms. We're never going to let that go. We're never going to let that out. And Capricorn, your predisposition to doing that. I'm not even going to lie. And my suggestion is just my suggestion. Now, I do see what the cards are saying. The cards are kind of saying that you're hard-headed. I'm a Taurus. I don't know how to tell you to correct. I don't know how to tell you how to correct that because I'm a Taurus and I have no room to talk, but I'm just saying that it seems like that would not be the most optimal course of action. Now let's do a couple of card pulls on let's do should I stay or should I go? You want to do that? Should I stay or should I go? All right. So for my Capricorns that are sticking around and doing the do with humility and love and respect. Oh. All right. What are you? Oh. Oh, there's still a lot of fear, still a lot of worry, still, that's just one sword, like with the Ten of Swords here, right, in the reverse, because starting to heal, one sword fell out, I'm not as done, it's not as over, but there's still 9, so there's still a lot of work to do, so the wheel's going to continue to turn, but who do you want by your side when Armageddon happens? Like, because I'm thinking that this person is it's kind of a good pick, but at the same time, you're fully functional and able to do it all by yourself. I mean, do you want to? Okay. Staying is, can I see a little bit more for staying? Can I have a couple of more cards for my Capricorns that are staying? I do see some emotional withdrawal, but I do see a bonding, a growth, happiness, contentment, divine union. Like with the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers both here, you know, that's two very positive, supportive, guidance kind of cradle cards, you know, cradle. But what you're emotionally feeling in your 3D perception is, you know, you're still a little bit worried, fearful, doubtful, second guessing, yada, yada, yada. This is what's going to cause any kind of turmoil, is the perception of it, right? The creation of it. So that's what kind of happens if you stay. Now, what happens if you go? What happens if Capricorn just goes ahead and goes? That's that Ace of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. You're kind of lying to yourself, right? Just to lie to yourself. Capricorns who go distance themselves and separate. Capricorns who distance themselves and separate. No. Okay, that's another card. Like the two of Wands in reverse means that you had physically made the change, but mentally you're constantly up in your head about it, like second guessing, wondering what if this, that, the other. Well, you've already walked with your feet, so I mean, like, Seven of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Empress in reverse. Okay, so my Capricorns who leave might find a little bit of clarity about like change how I look at things, change how I perceive myself. I think there's a possibility that you'll understand that, or come to the conclusion that I'm deserving. I'm not saying this about you. I'm not saying this about you. But you know how we get really, really down on ourselves? You know? Like there's going to be a lot of regret, right? There's going to be a lot of trial here. But there's room for improvement, divinely kind of encapsulated room for improvement, right? Whereas if you go, like, let your crime of passion, let your emotions kind of run with you, let your ego and pride grab a hold of it and make that decision for you, You're going to second guess it up in your head for a long time. You're going to find a little bit of clarity about entitlement. Grandeur. Like you thought yourself a little bit high. Maybe you're a little bit humbled by reality, because with the Hangman here, it's a change of perspective. You're going to be forced to look at something a little bit different. So understand, Capricorn, that however you're looking at it now, that makes you want to leave, makes you want to walk away, makes you want to separate, you're going to look at it again. You're going to take a look at it just a little bit differently in the future if you do leave. Now, I'm not saying that if you stay, things will get much better, right? Still going to be a little bit chaotic, still going to be a little bit worrying, fearful, stressful, unstable, right? Emotionally taxing. But I see that it's, like I said, divinely encapsulated. This is where you're supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to be going through. God gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers, kind of thing. Like, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm just saying that I vote that you go ahead and find your humility and try to work through it the best of your ability. Capricorn, that's all I have for you right now. Hope to see you again real soon. Like, comment, subscribe, to hit the bell if you want to be informed next time I upload. And it was good seeing you. And I used to see tarot.